Hello, everyone. Good evening, guys. Good evening. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a great time so far. Uh, yeah, we are ready to start. Let's wait, let's say 30 seconds. We just send the link out. So let's wait for everyone to join. So Roland said, hi, Theo. Hello, Roland. I hope you're doing well. Matthias said, good, thanks. You also. Yes, thank you very much. Guys, from which countries are you watching us? Come on, tell me. Oh, from Latvia. That's awesome. I have to say that I visited Latvia maybe 6 times so far. It's brilliant there. I love it. Jerome said, Theo, good to be back. Nice to have you with us. Jerome Sky said from UK. Roland's from Latvia. What's going on with Latvia, guys? I will come one more time there and we can have a catch up, trading catch up. Matthias from Belgium, Hanks from Vietnam. Wow, awesome. Jerome, you know me, Netherlands, absolutely. Crown from UK. Matthias Santros, hello guys. Hello, Tom from Prague. Perfect. Salia, okay, I'm Latvian from UK. Perfect. Calvin from Turkey, fantastic. Madesh from Czech Republic, Czech Republic. So, guys, I'm really excited, myself and the team at Elevating Forex, to welcome you for another weekly market watch, key insights and predictions webinar. As usual, our risk warning: this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. As for those who join us for first time, my name is Theo. I'm a trader here with Elevating Forex. My expertise and experience in trading, I'm in the industry for quite a long time, more than 10 years now. I'm a certified financial technical analyst. I hold the certification of technical analyst from the UK and from the International Federation of Technical Analysts as well. I specialized in currency trading. I love currency correlation. That's what makes the markets moving. Actually, the Forex market is a currency correlation. On a daily basis, beside trading, I write educational courses. I send market analysis to everyone that's interested. You can read everything here. And I hosted webinars for prop firms, for other traders like Steve Ninson, John Pollinger, Daniel Lacalle, and many, many more. So, is everyone excited to start to dive into the upcoming week's market? Yes? Do you guys still see my screen? Or like the other time, I'm just talking to myself. Can you guys see the Australian dollar, US dollar? Please just throw a quick yes or just a Y if that's too hard to type 3 letters. So we are ready to start. Perfect. Thanks, everyone. Guys, that's the Australian dollar against the US dollar. And what's going on in this one? Pretty much on the overall picture, the market is drifting sideways. And that's where people, they get caught most of the times while they are trying to find some good trade. So what's happening here actually, after the market made these lower lows and lower highs, it created a new market structure with this higher high. After that, the price retraced back to this weekly low and it bounced off trying to move higher. Now, what do we expect? Well, last Friday it entered into this bearish engulfing order block from the 4-hour chart. But again, the market doesn't have sequence. The market doesn't have a character now. It's a trendless market here. So on the 4-hour time frame, yes, we identify some kind of gaps here and there. We identify some kind of price inefficiency, some consolidations that the price it's gonna might retest and push to the upside. But what we are missing from here is the trend, because when the market it just moves sideways, it's a bit hard to identify high probability trading setups that they work over the time. Okay, maybe occasionally they're going to work there and there, but we want them to work over the time. So on this one here, I'm pretty much on the sideline unless the price will comes at the extreme high or at the extreme low to look for some price action reversal opportunities, or to the 15-minute time frame. Many people, they just go down to the 15-minute time frame to find market structure because they don't understand, they have a lack of knowledge about price action. So if you guys understand the price action, then the 4-hour candle reveals a reversal 4-hour candle, reveals the market structure or the 15-minute and 30-minute time frame. So but again, however works for you until you become more experienced if you need to with trading. So for this one here, a bit cautious approach, okay. And let's have a look at the Great British Pound. On the weekly chart last week, guys, we explained, for those been here, that's why I prefer if you're consistent with this one here. On the weekly chart, we find out that there is an inside candle last week, and we said after this bearish move to the downside and the price around a strong support, plus at the 200 period moving average of the daily chart, it's most likely that we're going to see a push to the upside. Why? Because this is how pretty much the market operates. Then on the 4-hour time frame, the price, I think it was on Monday, yeah, on Monday, it created a false breakout with this bearish Marubozu candle. And why it was a false breakout, guys? Because it didn't follow through. The sellers, they weren't anywhere close to continue pushing the price lower, and the buyers, they stepped in, and on this 4-hour time frame, they created a new market structure. The high from here and the low from there were the relevant highs and lows, and the market created a higher high, a high that is higher than this high here. So we were expecting a correction before we continue the push to the upside. Why we were expecting a correction here? Because we had the weekly time frame or the daily time frame, but I explained you in previous webinars that if you're going to trade or do analysis on the 4-hour chart, it's best to use the weekly time frame for the price action. So on the weekly time frame, the price action pointed that buying pressure is more likely to appear in the market. So we found the market structure here, higher highs and higher lows. It confirmed the false breakout. I pointed for you so you can read it. And it left behind this fair value gap or price inefficiency, and it moved backward, enter right here, and we could pick up some nice trades on Friday for the anticipation of a bounce to the upside. So this week, definitely, we're still looking for long until this weekly high here. Of course, we're going to go to the lower time frames and see what's going to happen. If the price breaks above this one here, write this down. If the price breaks above this level here, we will see it coming all the way into this 4-hour bearish engulfing order block, guys, into this one here, because there is an enormous gap here at this point, and another gap here at that point, that they gonna definitely be filled before the price will take off and move to the downside. Now, if you guys are interested, or if you want to understand how the market operates from the market perspective, so you are confident if you try to trade yourself, beside the signals we send every single week on the channel. Then send us a message at support, and the guys will send me the message. They're going to connect you with me on the Telegram, and I will help you either with a couple of coaching sessions or with some mentoring to understand, to learn how to spot these opportunities. Because basically, for someone that want to add more in his or her trading, this one here on the lower time frame, it was about 4 and 5 to 1 trading opportunity. So you just need one like this during the week to either cover maybe some losses or to make good profits. Okay, of course, considering the risk. So it's really worth it. Jerome asks, aren't those fair value gaps way too dangerous on the Australian dollar, US dollar? Yes, of course they are, because the market on the Australian dollar, US dollar is trading sideways. It's not trending. But again, the fact that they exist, we have to acknowledge them, but we don't need to trade them if we don't want to trade them. Next one, Euro US dollar, guys. Guys, any questions so far? Another question came in, isn't the RSI assuming it's going to be bearish on the pound US dollar? The RSI on the pound US dollar on the 4-hour time frame, it's bullish because it's above 50. Again, I noticed that many traders, they have lack of knowledge of the indicators, and they use the indicators in a way that they harm their trading. I'm not talking about your question, Jerome, here. Absolutely not. Just bring it up. So again, guys, I'm a certified financial technical analyst. I know up and down, left and right, every indicator that it's written on technical analysis books and oscillators. So you can sit with me and I can definitely explain you where to use it, how to use, and what's the purpose in your trading. So another question, can we have a look at gold? Yeah, definitely. Piv asks, how can I send you my analysis for pound US dollar? Absolutely, that will be great. Can you send it on Telegram? You can find me with Theodoros, as you see my name there, Theodoro. You can find me on social media or on Telegram. Perhaps you can send it there, or try to send it here. I don't know, Piv, if you can send it here. Okay. So next one, guys. Did we analyze the euro? No, we haven't analyzed the euro. The euro US dollar on the weekly time frame, the price found strong support here. Again, something we continue the analysis from last time, because the market had that small body, and we said that maybe we're going to see continuation, but if the price will reject it at some point here, we might going to see the move to the upside because of the correlation we explained. On a weak US dollar, the euro will react positively. So, and that's what pretty much happened last week, because 2 weeks ago the euro was very weak and the sellers were in control, but they didn't manage to continue the bearish move because the US dollar got extremely weakened last week. That's why the euro kind of forced to push the price higher. Okay, so from this week now, we expected, let's go on the 4-hour time frame. We expected, if the price will continue to move upwards, the first area of resistance to be around here, and if the price continues even more and surpasses this one, to test this order block here, and then this one there. There are two order blocks, the one very close to each other. Again, they bring confusion to traders. It's something we are dealing with that all the time. Okay, now, if you ask me, Theo, which one you're going to trade, I'm going to tell you I'm going to wait for price action to enter in the order blocks if the price will move upward, and then to look to trade from there. Okay, but if the price is going to enter into the order block and just move in a straight line, then there is nothing to trade there. Okay, So we want to see some kind of consolidation, some kind of reaction before we decided that we're going to go against this upward move. But again, everything has to be in a line with either the daily or the weekly time frame. Okay, so that's how you have to approach trading. What confront here is that the price on the daily chart makes lower highs and lower lows. However, on an attempt to continue the downward move after this correction here, this pin bar didn't manage to keep the sellers in a position, and the price on Friday open and close exactly where it left from Thursday. So again, it's something we have to understand, and don't try, guys, please, if you are trading for a while yourself, don't try to explain everything what happens in the market. Not every single price move has an explanation by our side, and we don't need to explain what happens. We don't need to know why this happened here. Was it because the non-farm payroll, or why this and why that? We need to understand how the market operates from the trader side, from the market side, broker side, to understand why here there are stop losses and what is the stop loss and all this stuff that I explain on a private mentoring in a simple way that you're going to understand, and it's going to allow you to trade with confidence, okay, and not to be skeptical before you execute a trade. What about the economic calendar? That's a good, of course, that's a good question. And just very quickly, very briefly, what do we expect from Monday that it's going to affect our trading? First 2 days, I usually observe that the market just digests the non-farm payroll outcome, because if you see last Friday, the non-farm payroll beat the expectations, but the market didn't follow through, and that shows the weakness on the US dollar. So keep that in mind. Maybe we're going to see more bullish move on this one here. Okay. So Plav, I see your analysis here. It looks great, but it's like you have it's too small. So if you can zoom in a little bit and send the picture again, thank you. On Wednesday, guys, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand will report interest rates, expected to keep them at 5.5%. And consumer price index in the US expected to increase by 0.2%, and this one can cause bullishness to the US dollar. That's the only event. Then afterwards, Bank of Canada will report interest rates, forecast to remain unchanged at 5%. The next day, on Thursday, European Central Bank to report interest rates. Again, they are expected to keep them at 4.5%. Excuse me, and pretty much that's it. The harmonized consumer prices in Germany, it's expected to stay the same, but again, the markets, they're gonna be more focusing on the on these significant events. Okay. Tolga said, "I like you guys. You are great. Thank you so much. Thank you." So let's continue with USD/JPY. That's the daily chart. Last week, we identified weakness on the weekly time frame, inside candles, and everything that screamed there that it's going to be so good for some bearish move on the US dollar against the Japanese yen. The market sold off for a while, and then it bounced upward. So it left us with this kind of question marks. What do we expect next? Well, let's leave the market to show us if it's going to break above or if it's going to break below, because at the first attempt, the sellers, they try to push the price lower, and we can see it on the 4-hour time frame, guys. The market didn't continue this move to the downside. If the sellers, they were so strong, accumulating all this selling pressure here, we will have seen a robust move to the downside. We didn't even see the price checking this bullish engulfing order block here from this hammer. So we can't put our bet on the table just by hoping this is going to happen and the price is going to continue moving lower. Let's focus on markets that they have clarity. Next one, US oil. That's an interesting one because on the 4-hour time frame, we identify that the price makes higher highs and higher lows. You see very shallow retracements here. Price makes higher high. And let's see if it's going to enter into this 4-hour bullish order block. We definitely want to pick up some trades and go long. But if it's going to enter in the bullish order block, it's going to just go through without any consolidation, that maybe we're going to keep an eye on the 83 area, because that's where the Fibonacci golden ratio 61.8 lines from the low A to high at B. So fairly bullish on the US oil, or on the crude oil. Gold market, my goodness, gold is registering higher all-time highs after all-time highs. So the price makes higher highs. Obviously, Theo, we see that. Price makes higher highs. So how do we trade it? First, when the price makes higher highs and higher lows, we want to measure the Fibonacci extensions. We want to measure the last swing, the corrective swing, the pullback, to forecast where this swing, where this upward move will perhaps end. Usually anywhere between 161.8% of the Fibonacci extension and the 200% of the Fibonacci extension. It's where the price sees some kind of, finds some kind of rejection and it moves lower. So let's see what's going to happen in this one here. But you can mark on your chart that there is this particular one here, 2305. It is an inside candle. Okay, sorry, it is an inside support. So the price might reach this swing high, broken swing high, and push to the upside. Or for a deeper correction, the price might gonna come and retest all the way this is to support at 2266. You can copy and paste all the levels from your charts. Also, feel free to add this bullish engulfing order block here. All right, guys, questions. I see some questions coming in. Crown said, I'm kind of new here on Forex and I want to register, but I don't know how and how much I'm going to register. Sorry, I don't really understand. I think, Crown, please send us an email at Giol's@support. You guys all have access. What am I saying? An email on the Telegram at support. Send us a message on the Telegram, and Giol's will send you exactly all the informations you need. Okay. Tolga said, you are welcome, Theo, and thanks for handling the criticisms. Very bright and greater. Keep up good works, dear friends. Thank you. PLV, please contact support on the Telegram channel, and Giol's will help you with that. I'm not the one that handles this. I'm on the markets and not on the back end. So what price are we looking for gold tonight? What price? I mean, we don't look for a specific price. We look at the scenarios here, because the market is closed now. We have to wait for the market to open and see the first bearish candle, and afterwards to monitor if this bearish candle will lead us to an area that we are interested to buy. So I have this S1 inside support I'm interested to buy, and I have this S2 support I'm also interested to buy. We don't know where the price will stop and perhaps reverse. But guys, if the price move downwards and create a new low under this point B, then definitely we will change bias and we're going to look for short positions. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Toshko said, do you think USD JPY will go up, break all-time high? Look, perhaps if the CPI in the US will favor of the US dollar, and if the greenback will rally and the market will follow through, and on Monday and Tuesday we don't see any selling pressure on the USD JPY, then most likely, yeah, we're gonna surpass the all-time high. And yeah, gold, I believe gold is going to keep moving higher. Absolutely, of course. Demian, great info, Theo. Thanks. You're very welcome, my friend. Roland asks, can you explain a bit inside support and inside candle? Inside candle, it was mistake. Inside support, it's the support that you need too much trading experience to identify. No, I'm joking. Inside support, guys, it's a candle that at the high of the candle, looking at the left, for at least 2 candles on the left and 1 candle on the right, it doesn't penetrate the high of this candle. That's the first rule. And the second rule is after the break of this candle, the breakthrough, we need only 1 interaction with the candle. It's a bit difficult to identify it right. It needs some charting hours, let's say. It needs some time on the chart to identify exactly these inside candles, but they are crucial, very, very crucial. Okay. That makes sense. Some iPhone says, yes, that makes sense. Thank you. But are we looking to sales? We need to see strong price action reversal to go for sales there. Otherwise, I'm not going to go for sales on the 4-hour time frame. If our traders, if we find something during the week on the intraday, on the 5 minutes, perhaps 15-minute chart, and we call it as a short, then that's another story. Okay. And next one, let's check the Euro Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar was very weak on the board last week, to be honest. So the EuroCAD created a bullish engulfing. So that's a significant price action on the weekly time frame. Moving averages, they are pointing upward. So this is a bullish signal. Then bullish engulfing here, adding on to the bullish signal. So perhaps we're going to see some push to the upside. Let's see what's going to happen. This is a resistance. So we identify something. We find out something on the weekly chart. If we drop down on the daily chart, we see there is an area of resistance here. Look at this, guys. It's a bunch of highs here, false breaks. So if the market will continue rallying on Monday and it's going to break above this one, it's going to be one of the best currency pairs, in my opinion, to trade on the hourly and 4-hour time frame, because this one here, if the price will close above the high of around 1.48, we will see a rally at least to retest this area here. So there is about 150 pips to be made from this point to that point. So keep that in mind. It might going to be a very good one. Question came in. PLV knows at the EuroCAN, can we use or wait for Wyckoff confirmation? Now at EuroCAD, can we trade or wait for Wyckoff? I prefer to wait for some kind of Wyckoff confirmation. Yes. And iPhone said sorry, I just call you iPhone because I don't know your name there. One last question. Is Fibonacci very important and useful? Absolutely, it's crucial. Guys, all the static levels from the Fibonacci, they are used by algos, by high frequency trading to execute orders. So then there is a lot of trading activity that happens around at least the 61.8% of the Fibonacci ratio. That's the golden ratio, and it really attracts trading activity a lot. Okay, and I don't use the 38.2 or the 23.8 on the Forex market, never. Okay, I use only the 50 and 61.8, but primarily the 61.8. Guys, questions, pound, JPY. What's going on here? Let's check the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, that's the Wyckoff. The price try after this move to the downside, it tried to push lower, false breakout here, a spring appears and push the price higher, making a higher high. So this is another nice market for next week. Price made a higher high here. It broke above all these areas and it came somewhere at these lows and found support, pushed to the upside. So there is free room for the price to move until this area, in my opinion. I'm not saying just go and trade, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if there is a high probability based on your preferred way to enter the market, then you believe that is worth for you taking a bullish buy trade here, then technically it looks good. Euro JPY pretty much similar on the weekly time frame. Price was an inside candle here, another all-time high around the 166 area, isn't it? No, sorry, it's not all-time high, my mistake. All-time high is only on the USD JPY, not on any other JPY pair. So the price for the last 2 weeks is trading within the boundaries, means within the high and within the low of this candle, this one here. So we need to see the price to break and close above this one now or below this one in order to validate any buy or sell signal. Why this? Because at the before and now some people, they might find it difficult or hard to understand why we're saying this, and I will explain you simply. Don't look at the current, the previous week, guys. Look at these candles here. The price came at this resistance, got rejected, but we didn't have any confirmation to start looking for shorts. We have only assumption. We needed some kind of confirmation. So the confirmation came 1 week later with an inside candle. Okay. So this inside candle here, it was the signal we were looking to start looking for short positions on the lower time frames, like 4-hour time frame, for example, or hourly time frame. But it doesn't mean because we are looking to go for with short positions, the market will give us what we want. Okay, that's crystal clear. I hope so by everyone. So the price at some point it moved lower, but then it bounced off, moved upwards, and left us wondering what's going on next. And we look on the weekly chart for the price action and we see this happening. So for 2 consecutive weeks, indecision. So in these scenarios, it's best to wait for market clarity, and then we go to a different, and then we go to place the trade. For as long as the market is not clear to us and we are doing this kind of thoughts instead of identifying a trading plan that we already have, it's not worth looking at the market. Let's go to the next one, and we come back once this market has the opportunity or has to offer us what we are looking for. Next one, USD Canadian dollar. This one, it gives us a headache. It's been so many weeks, pretty much a couple of months. We identify this bearish engulfing order block on the weekly chart, and we zoom in on the lower time frames. and we are here on the daily chart around this monthly support. Yeah. Around this monthly resistance, and we were picking up trades since that I think the moment the price was here, the price were there, and now it just create mess, guys, because the price is indecisive. The buyers and the sellers are in a total equilibrium. We don't have any clarity of what's going to happen. So either we trade short on the resistance and we take long positions at support, but trying to go in between and go on a lower time frames and try to pick up trades, that's a very, very low probability trading idea. So it's better to understand when the market is trendless, when we don't have any trends, just stay calm, keep on the side, don't take any trades, and wait for the market to go back to trend. Go to look for another market and be patient. Patient, it's everything in trading, guys. It's not discipline in trading. In trading is patient, because if you have patience, you're going to wait for your setup to appear. You're going to wait for the price to appear at your entry level, and you're going to wait for all the parameters on your trading plan to match. So if you're not going to have this patience, then you're going to find trading as a hard business. If you need any kind of help, just send me a message at support here at the Telegram, or you can find me on social media. If you on Telegram, I'm still Theo Theodorou. Here it's my name and surname, if you feel more comfortable, however you prefer. Can we have a look at BTC USD? Yes, of course. Jerome said, how long do you expect USD cut before go long? I'm expecting to see the price moving outside of this area between 136 and 134. Actually, this is about 200 pips. They are just sitting there, and at least the distance between this and that one here, it's about 200 pips, and it allowed us to pick up some good trades. I have to admit that, but we need some clarity at some point from now on. Next one, Bitcoin, 4-hour time frame. So the price, it's currently hovering around this $70,000, and there is a bullish engulfing order block that sits on the 4-hour time frame. That is very visible, and we have to take it case by case. Overly, I'm bullish on the cryptos, especially on the Bitcoin with the Bitcoin harvest. But again, trading it with leverage, like any leveraged product, but especially Bitcoin, because of the fluctuations and the volatility is so intense that sometimes it's a bit difficult to pick up the right entry. Okay, so just be a bit cautious. It's a little bit different. It has a different character than the currency market. Each market has its own character, and people who are sitting with me on mentoring, I teach them how to trade, what to trade, why to trade that way, in order to become skillful on a handful of markets. If you want to trade yourself, like to be without or on top of the signals you receive on the groups, then it requires to develop a trading plan and a way to approach the market. First ask, everyone is waiting the deal of the year, correction of the price, USD/JPY, weekly time frame, pattern W. Are you agree with this? Thanks a lot. We explained the USD/JPY on the weekly time frame. We're going to see the price to move above this one, this all-time high, or it's going to drop below. Definitely, because it's not a hard commodity or any kind of commodities like the gold, like the silver, like the crude oil to see all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. And this is a little bit it's a little bit different actually. So it requires different decisions from the central banks in order to see these markets to go with all-time high, the currency markets. Okay. So Bitcoin going for up and not looking for sales. I'm not going to say we don't look for sales, guys, on the Bitcoin. It depends what is your trading style. Like my trading style is to find entries to trade with a trend, let's say on the 4-hour time frame, or to find entries to trade with a price, again on the 4-hour, but to trade the price action of the weekly. It depends. I don't trade today this and tomorrow that. I trade a couple of things on the. I focus primarily on a couple of markets in order to be consistent with my trading. Okay. When I try to move from different time frame to different time frame. Guys, I don't see any other questions. I think we cover pretty much the markets that we have to cover, that they were significant and they are significant for trading. I didn't spot, to be honest, anything else on my weekly analysis, like the Euro Australian dollar, for example, on the weekly time frame. It didn't make any sense. The Euro New Zealand, to be honest, it looks to me that it's about to create price correction because it's been 2 weeks with these dodgy candles after an impulsive bullish move. If we put this MACD indicator, we can see that the market gradually it registers lower and lower price on the MACD, with the price register higher highs on the pair. So maybe we're going to see some push to the downside. But again, what's the confusion here is that both the Reserve Bank of New Zealand and the European Central Bank, they will report interest rate, and they both are expecting to keep them unchanged. So we will see which one is going to rally, because usually both they expect it to be weak currencies for next week. Any other questions? Oh my God, I like that you put me all the currency pairs you want to see right at the end. Swissy going to do funny things? Jerome asked about the Swiss. Yes, actually, that's what I believe. Can you do Ethereum USD? Ethereum USD, definitely we can do Ethereum USD. Weekly time frame, it comes to this correction phase. If we go down to the 4-hour chart and we observe there is a support here, there is a resistance there. So the market on the 4-hour time frame is just chops around. So we want to see either a break above this one and go long, or a break below this one to look for some short positions. I hope that this one is going to correct itself a little bit, to be honest. Okay, but right now, if you ask me, Theo, what are you trading? If you have to trade something on the Ethereum right now, I will choose not to trade it because it's sideways. It's not trending. It's just sideways. We don't know where it's going to go. Jerome asks, also not sure if you follow stocks, but is that Alibaba is booming as well? I'll check it later. Thank you. And yes, okay, guys, I think that's all from me today. I hope really we added some good amount of value in your trading knowledge, in the setups that we might gonna see next week on the higher time frames. Okay. Again, as usual, if you have any questions, please let us know. Send message at support, and Gios can pass all the questions to me, or you can send me a message on the Telegram with Theo Theodorou there, as I already sent you earlier. whatever makes you feel more comfortable, of course. So it was a privilege and honor, honestly, to host again another nice webinar. I hope everyone enjoys it. And I wish you to have a lovely evening and also nice weekdays ahead. Enjoy your time, and I will see you all, of course, same time next Sunday. And again, if you need any coaching, any mentorship, please let me know. We are humans, and I will do my best to help you. Okay. So have a great night, everyone, and I will see you soon. Thank you.